Don't come to the club and start talking about what we've done in the past. Talk about what you haven't done anything.
He's won a trophy this season. I said this season. You ain't got a trophy. This is like...
Welcome back to another episode of Podcast Pundits, and I'll be your host with the most. It's not even close. And I go by the name of Strive, so you can call me Striver. And I represent Arsenal, as you can tell by the tee and the hat that I'm rocking today if you're watching. And when it's international duty, I'm representing Nigeria and I'm representing England. I didn't tell you in the last episode, I was too excited. But you'll be glad to know I'm not here rambling by myself. I'm joined by my fellow podcast pundit.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, aka Liverpool's #1 supporter. Here to talk all things football. Excited about the World Cup because that's the biggest thing I've got to look forward to at this point. No Nigeria in this tournament, so I won't be repping England. I'll probably be repping maybe France or Portugal.
Jeez.
Damn. Damn.
Jeez, you didn't even know where you was leading. You led yourself down a freaking dark alley there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm still Liverpool's #1 supporter. Don't forget that.
Oh, man. So, yeah, man. It's just us two today, man. We ain't chopped it up, just the pair of us for a couple of episodes, man. So, a little bit of a break from the mayhem that sometimes comes with the guests. But I love it, to be honest, man. I love hearing everybody else's views and stuff as well, man. But you know what I noticed? Why is it that when something good happens with Arsenal, not only is the phone line quiet, not only am I getting less DMs, but all of a sudden, everyone that's lining up to be on the episodes, yeah, all of a sudden, you know what, man, this week, man, you know what, something's come up, man. What can we do next week?
But where's the Arsenal fans that's supposed to be? They don't even want to come here when you're doing well as well, bro.
I know, you know what? The Arsenal fans they're too busy, like they're planning for the next fixture, innit?
Nah, they're too busy attacking all the people that was getting their get back, bro.
Do you think that's what's happening? Because on the way to the studio, yeah, I got a phone call from he's someone I do business with. He's a pal of mine as well, and he's a Liverpool fan.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was just like, you know how you're always like complaining that Arsenal are the most hated club, and we always tell you it's your fan base.
Yeah.
If you got a minute, go online right now and just have a look at what your fans are doing. And then I said, I've been online this morning, like earlier on, and I couldn't see my fan base doing.
No, they're moving hard. They're moving. I
was just gonna ask, what?
They're moving brazy, but I don't see why they shouldn't be moving brazy, bruv.
I see, LV General that used to play for Belgium.
Yeah.
So he basically sent me a clip from him, like, dropping like some sort of diss track, and I hadn't seen it yet. So he said, I was crying with laughter here because I was just like,
who's he dissing?
I think this is City fans.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was a little short clip he sent me, and it just made me laugh. And I was like, you know what? Good on him, man.
But I don't count when he does stuff like that, or if he does stuff like that. I don't count it as hype because he does it when they're losing as well, bro. So he's allowed to do that, bro. If I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Oh no, big up freaking LV General, man. But bruv, you know why I don't mind Arsenal fans doing their thing? Because you can't expect, a fan base to be kicked, beaten, destroyed. But I was on I can't remember what game it was. It was this season. I think Arsenal maybe had dropped points. Or maybe Man City and
Wolves?
I can't remember. There was a game where we dropped points.
Yeah.
I wasn't even allowed to revel in that moment. I see a group conference call. I see Joey Nomadic.
Me?
Yes, you. And Opes.
Oh, bro. That was nothing to do with me. You know, I was just buttering my toast, bro. And I just got a call, bro.
Bro, I'm thinking,
let me jump on this, bro.
Why am I on a group conference call? I'm not even allowed to even, I couldn't even let my feelings marinate, bro. So when Arsenal are doing well, it's like, I'd imagine I ain't even done that. Like I called him.
You ain't done. Oh, you ain't done that yet.
I ain't done that yet. But I say because I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting until there's no way you can get back at me. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
But for the fans that are thinking, you know what, I'm going now.
Yeah.
Part of me doesn't blame them.
No, you gotta go now, bro, because it looks like the coast is clear.
I don't believe so.
No, but it does look like it.
Yeah.
It looks like it.
Look like
Maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Because you've always maintained that City are going to drop points. They drop points.
Yeah.
But you also maintain that Arsenal will drop points as well.
Yeah, so
I can't see what game you're going to drop points
I
in.
thought it was the West Ham game.
Same. And it should have been, because when you said that was a good call. Like, they gave you a good game.
Yeah.
Usually it's Arsenal kind of dilly-dallied or beat themselves. But in this game, West Ham actually put up a good fight defensively. So respect to them. But yeah.
Did you you see in the way the game started though, the way like Arsenal was just piling on pressure, like literally was peppering their goal, like.
No, that didn't mean anything to me, because you lot do that quite a lot.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you do it quite a lot, but then your goal doesn't come from that pressure.
I don't know that we've
do you know what I
done
mean?
that quite a lot recently though. So
yeah, not recently.
Because I'm now watching that game thinking, oh, are we going to get like a Fulham repeat? You know what I mean? Like the way we started.
Fulham, which game? Sorry,
like when we just like recently spanked Fulham 3-0.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'm thinking, is it going to be like a repeat of that? Obviously, we've hit the post a couple of times. Calafiore's had a couple of times, at least once anyway. Calafiore's obviously had a chance of goal. We're very active.
Yeah.
And yeah, like everything looks like it's going in our favour until obviously the Ben White injury.
Yes, what's great, I fell asleep as well. Because I was doing nap time, and then the nap time was so good that I had to partake in that, bro.
What, with Little Miss?
And then I woke up at 45 minutes with it. Please, let me know, bro. No.
Yeah,
all good, bro.
Oh man, bro. Gary Neville was doing the most. Like, he was cussing Ben White, saying basically, how are you gonna, like, it was a childish injury. When I watched it, I was thinking, yeah, Ben White kind of went out like a puss.
What was the injury?
It was I think it was it might have been his knee or something. It was a 50-50 challenge. He's gone in for the ball, but it's like he's pulled out a little bit. When it was an avoidable challenge as well.
Yeah.
He maybe didn't need to go in, and if he was going to go in for it, maybe just like go.
If he went through, he wouldn't have injured himself.
Possibly.
Yeah.
So that was what Gary Neville was saying. You know, a lot of people don't take to his commentary.
Yeah.
But I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that was like Ben White. That was a bit soft.
Okay.
But anyway, whether it was soft or not, it was an unfortunate. I'm still going to say it was an unfortunate injury, and Ben White's been somewhat of a cult hero for us in recent times.
When you say, what do you mean by that? Because obviously he's not number one right back anymore.
Yeah, so I imagine he's not number one. He's kind of like, like when like Ben White will tell you he's not really a football man. He doesn't really like football. It reminds me of, Steph. Like, Steph will kick ball or whatnot.
Yeah.
Plays football every day, every week, but he'll ask him anything to do with current football. He does not know anything.
Yeah.
So Ben White is kind of like that, and I feel like Ben White, when he's come into the team, funny enough, I was talking about this on a podcast I shot with some Arsenal fans yesterday, for the Gunners, and he was saying that he was playing like a man that doesn't like football. Like,
okay.
But then recently he's like he's found himself. He's like, Mascara was looking like the more competent of the two, even though he's not a right back. But now you're actually, like, when you see Ben White in the team, you're filled with confidence. Us seeing Ben White go off injured, we're like, oh man.
Is it a serious one or?
It didn't look good. Arteta said in the
people were saying Ben White don't watch football, bruv. So wait until he meets Kvaratskhelia. he doesn't know what's coming, bro. He doesn't know what's coming, bro.
It's crazy. It's kind of crazy because we need him for that game.
Yeah.
But we need Timber more. If Timber was available, I really need Timber for that game. But
Timber
if
will
not,
get burnt as well, though. To be fair, bro.
Nah.
I think he kind of burnt him in the last time he played against him. I think Vara got him a couple of times still.
But
Urian Timber was looking like Quinton Timber.
No, come on.
You ain't even watched Quinton play, bro.
No, because
you're taking it as a disrespect.
I'm taking it as a disrespect because I know who it's coming from. In that game, obviously we're getting off tangent, but in that game, PSG was saved by Donnarumma, bro. If you think about it, bro, we played,
Yes.
We didn't, imagine, what we had off the bench. We had Raheem Sterling on the bench. We had Nathan Butler, Adeyeji or Yedeji, or whoever he is now. Pick you up, Nathan, but I didn't know who he was. So, and then I heard he played a couple of games against Chelmsford or something like that. We had guys on the bench, who you'd probably think twice about fielding against for
You're not
Dons.
going to do injury.
No, I'm
injury.
yeah, of course I am.
No, you shouldn't, man. Because remember, we don't do that. We don't do that with each other. I know. So give me the respect of not doing it to me because I respect you so much. I don't do it to you.
Because I need you to understand, that even though we was in that state, PSG was literally saved by their goalkeeper
in the first leg.
But like the first leg, if you remember, Dembele scored pretty early. Yeah. And I think it came off the post and went in.
Okay.
Yeah, 1-0. And then in the second leg, I think they beat us, was it 2-1?
Yeah, because I remember in the second leg, I remember it being, that's when long throws started in that game. The long throws that we were seeing in this season, it started in that game. And then people were cussing Arsenal, saying, how can you be doing long throws in the Champions League semi-final? Then the whole league adopted it. So that wasn't a game where...
No, but what I mean though, without the saves from Donnarumma, I don't know. Like,
but isn't it?
Obviously, if
but come on, that's like saying without the saves from David Raya yesterday, West Ham win the game.
No, but I suppose the point I'm trying to make here is like people are going on like it's a foregone conclusion. Like we didn't give PSG a tough game, and we had a very weakened squad. We now go into a final with them, and instead of having a Nathan Butler, Adeji, and Raheem Sterling.
Stop saying his name, bro, because he didn't play. Why is he getting?
Because I need people to know what we had on the bench. But now, when you look at the bench, we're bringing on guys like Odegaard off the bench. We're bringing guys like Kai Havertz off the bench. You got Max Dowman on the bench. You know what I'm saying?
So what you feel like?
You got Martinelli on the bench. We've got a squad.
But you don't really win the game with your bench players, isn't it?
We win. If we win a trophy this season, it will be because of our depth.
No, but I'm saying, everyone said that because everyone said you've got the best squad in. We said that from day one, innit? But I'm saying like you don't. Most of the times you don't win with your bench players. You win with the players that you set up to play with because you usually play with the best players available.
Yeah, but then in playing with the best players available to us, it was a makeshift striker. Thomas Partey was suspended, and I remember. And we still gave them a game.
But it wasn't a convincing game. I think after the first leg, I think everybody knew you weren't winning that game.
I didn't even. I wasn't part of everybody. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't because you're an Arsenal fan, innit? So the same way I thought Liverpool could potentially beat PSG this season was because
I don't know where that thought came from, bro.
My mum dropped me on my head accidentally. Clearly.
But back to I was just to say that I think that there's
you definitely. It's a Champions League final. You've got a chance if Liverpool can pull off 2005.
Yeah, 100%. Like there's a chance even just in the sense that you're in a final.
You're there, yeah.
But I'm even just speaking logically. Like if we can give them the game that we gave them last season, I fancy us better this season.
No, if you give them the game you gave them last season, they'll win.
No, but that's my point.
Even with your stronger bench.
No, I think we're better this season.
Of course you're better this season.
What have they done to improve their team?
What do you mean?
Their team's the same.
Yeah, but what you don't...
And I'm not saying that their team's rubbish, but their team's the same and our team's improved.
But okay, so your team's gone from... Okay, you catch it on camera. Your team's gone from here to here. Their team's gone from here to here. Well, I don't understand your point.
So it's a closer game. My point is it's a closer game. Like, it's not a foregone conclusion. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but the here that I said is theirs is higher than your here.
Well, we're gonna find out. Buddy.
We will.
We'll find out.
You're a better bag on that.
What? A grand to what? A grand to do what?
That you don't want to win that game.
Why am I going to spend the money that I'm about to win?
Because I want some of that. I need that.
And you know what?
Let me eat off my boys. I should eat off my boys.
You know what's crazy, yeah? I know. I wanted to call your bluff, yeah, but just in case, yeah, we shake on camera, yeah.
I got that. I got that, yeah, bro. I got that, bro.
Oh man, but yeah. The West Ham game, though, man. Like literally after the Ben White injury, it changed, man.
Yeah,
it changed. Like so, obviously, Declan Rice ended up going right back.
So yeah, quick one. What do you think about all of that, innit? Because there's a lot of vitriol and discussion and abuse.
I was unusually positive about it. You know, like I kind of got why Mikel Arteta tried to do that. I feel like he wanted to keep more footballers on the pitch, people that can play with the ball at his feet, and I always kind of feel like he was protecting Miles a little bit. Like he didn't want to sacrifice Miles' game because of this Ben White injury, so to speak. Yeah, and I think he wanted to try and keep the offense somewhat. And I don't think like bringing in a player like Zubimendi should like give you the feeling that you're making your team weaker or West Ham should now get
Not at all.
rolled into the game. So it was just like, obviously that change happened. Declan Rice has gone right back. He's not a natural right back.
No, of course not.
So he's bombing forward quite a lot and getting like leaving spaces in behind, which was getting exploited. Somerville's probably fancying his chances, but I'm thinking Mikel Arteta's probably wondering, do I fancy Mosquera against Somerville? So I think he's got all that to think about, and he also wants to try and maintain some sort of the dynamic that we had when we were on top. And you're thinking Zubimendi should be able to replicate or at least keep the level up. But what seemed to happen is with Declan Rice moving out of the centre, Fernandez and Souček, they started getting a bit more of a foothold in the game, and momentum started to change, and all of a sudden now it's a bit more cagey, end to end. It became more of a dogfight, and that's why you woke up to it being 0-0 at half time. So it's like our momentum evaporated after 20 minutes.
So what happened in terms of Zubimendi coming on? Was he not able to maintain possession of the ball, or what was
the thing? It's not like he was terrible, but he just wasn't. He didn't do anything to raise.
I saw a couple missed passes, but it wasn't.
That was in the second half.
Yeah, second half. Yeah,
and to be fair, you know what it was as well. Why I was a little bit optimistic with Arteta, because I remember in the Champions League game, where we've beaten Atletico, and we brought Madueke on. Yes, I was ready for Madueke to come off the pitch. Even though he got brought on, I was like,
what, in the Atletico game?
Yeah, because he was getting on my nerves, and especially when he pulled out at that 50-50, I was like, this guy's getting on my nerves, man. Subbing back off, and I was like, Mikel Arteta, I know I've been one of your biggest and harshest critics. If you sub him back off, I'll help build your statue. But I want to see that you got that ruthlessness. He didn't sub him back off, but we won and we're in the final. Yeah, bro. Today, obviously the game yesterday, bruv, when he subbed Zubi on and then subbed him back off.
When did that happen then?
Yeah, he subbed Zubi back on or off that, and I think that's when he brought on Odegaard and.
Okay, so because when I was watching it, even though Mosquera was on the pitch, I was still seeing Declan Rice in right back position. So that was confusing me in terms of like when he was picking up the ball and running into space to get the ball, he was in the right back. Then I'm like, hang on, Mosquera's on the pitch. So like, how was that interaction happening on the right hand side?
No, so what happened is he's obviously Ben White's had to come off. He's taken off. He's taken Ben White off. He's brought on Zubimendi.
Yep.
Declan Rice has gone right back.
Yep.
That's the one that everyone was up in arms about.
Yep.
Everyone was like, yo, and we legitimately lost like a foothold of the game.
Yeah.
So in previous weeks, months, or just my criticism of Arteta is like at the moments, where it matters. Sometimes you'll do something mad, and that's what made me wonder: have you got what it takes to cross the line? And it looked like that was these mad thing. I wasn't so like anal about it because I could see what he was trying to do, and I thought there was enough time for him to rectify it, which he done. So at half time, he's brought Mosquera on now. Miles Lewis Skelly's gone left back.
Okay.
Taken off Calafiore.
Yeah.
But I think Calafiore, I think I've heard like that he might have an injury.
Okay. Before the game started?
No, after.
Okay.
Yeah. So he might have an injury, but he looks obviously promising going forward. But anyway, Calafiore.
Oh, so Rice was just picking up the space on the right. He wasn't playing right back in the second half.
Picking up the space.
Okay, because I saw him there bare, and I was like, okay, what? Because these men are still arguing. Obviously, I've just woken up from my nap.
Yeah.
These men are arguing about it, but I'm still seeing Ben Rice in right back position. So I was a bit baffled, innit? But then when I saw Mosquera there, I was like, okay, you must just be picking up space there. But why is he still there? Why is he not protecting the middle? Because Fernandez was driving through the middle quite a bit, innit? And I was thinking, Zubimendi's here, Rice is on the pitch, Mosquera's on the pitch, what's going on there?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think Declan Rice was like, I think he put up such a professional performance because it must have been a tough game for him as well. Like West Ham, his boyhood club. And obviously, they look like
that's what everybody says. It's not his boyhood club, is it?
I think Chelsea is.
They saved him, but they saved him. They redeemed him when then,
I just don't think it was like, if he had a choice, West Ham wouldn't be the club that's getting relegated in it. So I'm just saying
he did have a choice, bro. He chose Arsenal to win the league, bro. What's going on? If man had a choice, he had a choice, bro.
He's a consummate professional.
Consummate professional.
Yeah,
he made the right choice. He made the right choice.
When you're a consummate professional, there's no choice.
Exactly. No, you had a choice, bro. You had a choice.
Fair dues, man. But yeah, like I don't know. Like Declan Rice, he was, to me, like doing what Declan Rice does. Zubimendi, he wasn't terrible, but he wasn't like sharp.
Yeah.
It's like
He wasn't start the season, Zubimendi.
no, and then on top of that, you've come into a game where like the stakes are so high. I don't know if he's nervous about anything. So it's like West Ham's now getting the momentum. I think it was hard for him to kind of get going.
Yeah.
And then it's like, like when you're a bit nervous, you don't want to underhit passes. So now you're probably putting a little bit too much fizz on the pass.
Yeah.
So that's when we saw that pass that he tried to play to Eze, and it's kind of just gone off the pitch. And it's just,
Sorry, breaking news. Millwall just bottled playoff final.
Oh,
I said to everybody, if Millwall don't get second, they're not getting promoted.
I thought that as well.
Yeah, every time they get to playoff final, they never win, bro.
Oh
just
man,
can't
do you know what the result was? I know the first leg was a freaking
0-0 innit?
Yeah, scoreboard draw.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, as I'll update the score.
Man. Oh no, that's jeez, man. Big up man like Harry, bro. He's gonna be this
2-0.
What about that?
Oof.
Oh, they got beaten 2-0.
Whole back in the Prem, bro.
Oh man.
No, semi-finals actually.
After the pod, I got to get out a couple of Millwall fans still. The one in particular that likes to try and troll Arsenal. There's another Millwall fan I'm cool with, big up Ricky, but Harry, he's going to have to get abuse. Sorry, Harry. But yeah, man, we digress, bro. We digress. But yeah, man, so obviously Zobby was moving a little bit mad. So when I see Arteta take him off, I was like, yo, Arteta, you might leave with something this season. And I'm going to have to give you a big apology. I was so impressed with him for that.
Yeah.
Like to bring someone on and guess what? I feel like it would have been easier to do it to Madueke in Champions League because of the reputation that precedes him. Like most of the fans ain't really we're getting behind Noni, but if he would be the sacrificial, he'd be the sacrificial lamb if there was going to be one. Because
do you think he's in tune with that sentiment, Arteta?
No, I don't think he is.
Okay.
I don't think he's in tune with it, but I just think it would have been. I don't think he's in tune with it, because to say he's in tune with it means that you're kind of like, you agree. But I think he's aware of it.
Oh, you think he knows about the murmurs?
You have to. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think Arne Slot has an idea, has a Scooby-Doo about...
He does.
You reckon?
know why? Because I listened
about Gakpo. I'm not talking about people cussing him. I think he knows because he's always beefing the people ask questions. But in terms of Gakpo, I don't think he knows.
Part of the cussing is Gakpo. So
I don't think he's aware of that.
You can't know that people are cussing you, but don't know what they're cussing you about.
Yeah, you can, because you can see that you're losing 9 games in a row, bro. So you can assume it's all about me and how bad me and my team are performing. You
could assume that, but I would like to think that. I think you have to know. Like I think like. You hear everything, isn't it? And I know Arteta's in tune, because if he wasn't, he wouldn't be doing things
TikTok,
like the thank you. You know what I mean? So I think it would have been easier for him to drag Noni on and off, but to do it to someone of Zubi's stature, you know what I mean? Like Zubi was one of the most coveted midfielders.
Yeah.
Before ball was kicked in the Premier League, Bayern were after him, Liverpool was after him, Real Madrid was linked to him, Arsenal obviously was linked, and we ended up getting him. He's a Spanish international. He's won with Spain. He had a great start in the season, and then
it's understandable,
and you're
though.
protecting him as well.
Yeah, because obviously
you're taking him off. No, before the game, I was protecting him, but in this game, I don't say you're not protecting him anymore. We all know what it means to be subbed on and subbed off. No, that's not protection.
Do you know what it is? Because remember what I said about Szoboszlai in his first season? Loads of players in their first season. I think when you're coming from Bundesliga, La Liga, Serie A, the intensity to play it however many games you have played this season, and you're doing it back to back, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturdays, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, whatever. You're doing that all through the season, and now you're not only that, you've made it to a semi-final in a cup. You're in the finals of one cup, and you're doing high intensity to the end of the season. You know, like Crystal Palace, Liverpool, we're on kind of cruise control right now, but you don't have to be intent. The concentration is crazy.
Yeah.
So I think Arteta understands that people who are adjusting or acclimatizing to the league, they're gonna get a bit tired and they need a break. So I think the protection of not playing him was that protection, and then he didn't want to bring him on, but he had to. And then as soon as he saw opportunity to get the guy that shouldn't be playing in the first place off, he did it. So I do see it as protection.
You see it as protection. I differ in opinion to that. I hear I take what you're saying on board, and it could definitely be that. But I think it's more of a case of, because if he had that mindset, then I feel like we would have seen like Mars, Lewis Skelly and Norgard a lot sooner. I've heard rumours that he wanted to bring Marcel Lewis-Skelly into the fold earlier, but circumstances prevented that. Like, for instance, like there was a time when he was allegedly he was going to play Marcel Lewis-Skelly in the midfield, Calafiore.
Left back.
Yeah, but then Calafiore ends up getting injured, so Marcel Lewis-Skelly ends up going left back. So I've heard things such as that. So, but I mean, I don't know what the reason would be for Norgard being frozen out, because he's proven, comes from Brentford. So you could definitely have rested Zubimendi and protected him a lot sooner. So I don't know that.
But I think he just doesn't trust Norgard. You know, like, I don't want to use Arne Slot as an example because I think he's a bit tapped in terms of how he's just not playing players, man. But I think there's some people who, like, when you're going to war, you just don't trust them, even though they're good players. Yeah. But you just don't trust them to carry out your instructions with either the intensity or the intelligence that you require from your players on the training ground.
Howler in the first place, and why you signed him? Because I don't know why you sign a player like that if you don't trust him.
You've got to speculate to accumulate, bruv.
I get that, but we're talking at the top highest level. Yeah, you would expect your scouting and your homework to have been done to the point where you've identified a player that you would be able to at least play in a Premier League game. I'm talking about, like, even games against Brentford.
It's jarring, bro, because
play him there. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, because it's a waste of. Forget about Arsenal. It's a waste of a decent Premier League player's time as well, bro. Yeah.
So that's why I do push back a little bit on the protection element there. I just think, like, at the moment where it seems like Zubimendi's confidence is gonna miss, I feel like he's started to protect him there, and he's taking him off and he's giving him a bit of a rest now. Marcel Lewis-Skelly's stepping up, and it seems like we're not necessarily needing Zubimendi as much and missing him. But I feel like it's why I say it was harder for him to. It would have been easier for him to do the sub on and sub off with Noni than it would have been with Zubimendi, for instance, because even with all of that going on with Zubimendi, subbing him on and then subbing him off is probably going to feed him to the Wolves, and he did it.
But the Wolves are at bay as long as you win the title, bro. There ain't going to be no Wolves talking about Zubimendi or Noni if you don't win the title.
Yeah, and I suppose he's locked in now. Yeah. Whereas I don't know that all the time. Yeah, that he would have had that locked in, because the Wolves being at bay. Sometimes the Wolves are in our own camp. Sometimes it's our own camp.
100%.
So I was so impressed that he was ruthless enough to do that in order to try and save that. And what a difference maker Odegaard was. Yeah, this guy that's had so much. Critics, like, obviously, like, just a couple of weeks ago when we had Twicey on the show, like, you've seen it on the social media, he was going ham at Odegaard. And he's indicative of a lot of Arsenal fans that have literally kind of lost their hope in the guy. And the one thing, like, I call it his superpower, the one thing that he's been criticised for a lot, taking too many touches, slowing the game down, it actually was to our advantage when he's just, he's driving into the box, taking touches, like
broken clock.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
No, I wouldn't say that, but some people would say that.
But you just
Twicey might say it.
You just said it.
Because I'm the voice of the people, isn't it?
No, I don't know, Joe. I don't know about that.
All time Twicey.
Oh, it looks like there's a penalty claim now. Yeah. Spurs might be.
No, it's done, man. Finished.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So I'm behind then.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough, man. But yeah, man. That was brilliant play from Odegaard to set up Trossard, and Trossard.
People cuss Trossard, bro. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, obviously, I get sometimes he's frustrating in terms of taking too many touches, not getting the shot off and everything. But this guy, he's a very useful cog in the machine.
Of course, man. He's a clutch player.
Bro.
He's come up clutch so many times.
And I don't know how many clutch players you have in your team.
That's a good point.
Marino's clutch, but he's been injured, obviously. Yeah. Saka hasn't been as clutch as he usually is.
He hasn't been as clutch, but I'd call him clutch. Trossard clutch.
I think that's it.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly. Nelly,
especially over the last 2 seasons. Over the last 2 seasons. Yeah.
I think I'd agree with you. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I could force the issue. I mean, Eze looks like he was making a bid to be
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could maybe forge an argument for him. But yeah, I hear you. But yeah, I don't know why Trossard. I do know why, because he hadn't scored for so long. But the thing is, with the Arsenal football team is the players. Players are literally, they contribute to the way that we play much more than just G&A.
Exactly.
And I think I think sometimes the conversations can get spoiled a little bit when they become so basic, and it's just like, oh, you've only scored X, Y, and Z, and okay, you've been absolutely useless, this and that.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Obviously, G&A merchantry or whatever you want to call it is annoying, but at the same time, it's very necessary when your team is finishing games with like a 1-0 and it gets a bit dicey.
Yeah. No.
So like in Man City, for example, there's a period where I think what was the Burnley game?
Yeah.
Where they won 1-0 and it's dicey and it's like, all right, cool. I need you, man, you can't just be involved in the game now.
No,
you have to deliver it. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I agree. Like, definitely end product is important, but you know, like sometimes that's the only thing people want to consider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine,
over
like,
a whole season, that's silly.
Yeah. I do think, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not minimizing it, because I've used it to criticize Wirtz. I'm like, I've noticed Wirtz can.
Who has more than Odegaard? But more GA than Odegaard.
He has more GA than Odegaard by 1, innit?
I said more.
One?
All I said was more. All I said was more, bro. All I said was more, bro.
Yeah. And Odegaard's been injured for how long?
All I said was more, bro.
No, I just thought I'd give the listen.
I think they've both been injured for the same. Anyway, we digress. We digress.
But let's get straight into like one of the biggest talking moments, bruv. Because obviously, people are saying, that the Premier League was robbed of a historic moment when West Ham equalised. But obviously, in order for West Ham to equalise, they basically held Raya in bondage. They tied him up. They tied him up and said, that's how we're going to score. And VAR did their job.
For once. And therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem.
Talk to me about this. Why is that a problem? If you do your job and you get it right, how can there be so much uproar? Like, how do I wake up and every channel I turn, every back?
Well, apparently BBC was doing a segment on it as well, bro. Like,
what is going
1
on
hour
here?
segment. So from my perspective, I was the only one I was arguing with bare fans yesterday. Like that. What are you talking about? It's a foul, bruv.
Yeah.
And then like I think hold tight Jeezy as well. I was saying to Jeezy, look, all of these examples where you're saying that the keeper.
That's Marley just in case.
Marley Mar.
Don't know.
All the examples that you brought off of Arsenal doing that patented argy-bargy in the box and impeding the keepers and all that kind of stuff. Arsenal did it in quite an intelligent manner where they were towing the line. All the examples that you brought up, none of them has a player holding the goalkeeper's arms.
Yeah.
Then he brought up an example of Saliba holding the goalkeeper's arms.
Holding the goalkeeper's arm, or his arm just being in a still.
No. In the still, his arm was like that on his arm. And it was
he grabbing it?
It was like that. I don't know. I can't say if he was grabbing it.
Okay, I need to see this one.
But
I've just been laughing at them. I don't even pay them any.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I'm like, I get it from the still, but I sent you the video of what Pablo did to Raya. Send me the video. He hasn't sent the video in it, but the problem is, I get it. You've gotten it right, but why are you now deciding to get it right? Do you know what it reminds me of? Remember last season when you lot were getting the yellow cards for time wasting, Trossard got sent off, Declan Rice got sent off, all of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Eventually they got it right. But then you lot were like, no, why are you getting it right now? Why didn't you get it right when we needed it to be right? That's what everybody else is saying.
I think we were more on the thing of, no, why ain't it happening to everybody else?
Yeah, because they got it right. Because they got it right. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
So it stopped happening to people because
it shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Right.
So now they're saying it's been happening all season. Why are you now deciding that this shouldn't have been happening in the first place when it was the most pivotal point of the season? You've now decided to referee the game well, but the whole season you haven't been refereeing Arsenal well. But then, that's their perspective.
But then, if you look at I just think I think it's been a lot of hyperbole in it. Because if you look at like a lot of our corners, the ones that we scored, yes, there's like roughhousing in the box from both teams or what and have you not. But most of our goals have been quite clean, in my opinion. So you might be able to get one or two, a few screenshots where it's been a lot of argy-bargy. I've seen them floating around, but if you actually look at it, a lot of them have been clean. Like Arsenal, you know what?
But it's not about whether a lot of them have been clean. It's about, are you penalising Arsenal and other teams as well? The same way you're penalising them or you're refereeing this game I think that's where people have an issue. The only reason why it's been blown to this level is because it's a title winning game, innit? So I get all the vitriol around it and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, it's the correct decision. Me personally, if the decision is correct, you're not going to be getting...
I don't even get the vitriol around it because, but you know what? Let me tell you why I don't get the vitriol around it, yeah? Because it's like, I watched a game, where Manchester City played Brentford. I saw Bernardo Silva literally hit or elbow the back of somebody's knee.
He punched it.
Punch it.
Yeah.
I see him do a madness. I see the referee.
That's not a red card, bro.
What's not a red card?
That's not a red card, bro.
Come on.
Strives. Like, you know what it is? Like, actually, you know what?
So what is that then?
Do you know what?
Wait,
what is it?
So you're telling me, because when people are saying that Gabriel punched Voltemade, I'm saying, that was childish of Gabriel. We got away with one. But you're not saying that is, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to physically assault somebody.
I'm not saying you're allowed to, but I think there's a difference between swinging at somebody's head and, like, let's say somebody's leg is behind you and you do that. There's a huge difference.
But we've seen many examples.
I've never seen anybody punch somebody's leg or swing at somebody's leg and get...
Of course you have. Like, you've seen, or if sometimes it's a kick. Like,
exactly, but there's a kick is different, though.
No,
a kick is different,
it's
bro.
the same thing. It's exerting force afterwards.
Of course. What you're doing is the same.
That was free, though. That was about free.
Hang on. But what you're doing is the same as what Marley's doing, isn't it?
No, but what I'm saying is, because
I've never seen anyone do what Bernardo Silva has done and get sent off before, and I've seen it being done before.
No, even no,
because he was on the floor. I think the difference is that he's on the floor and he's kind of like, it's a petulant swing. I don't think
we've seen petulance punished.
Not to the head. To the head, yeah. I've never seen petulance to the arm to the leg. I've never seen that be punished. So, and that's the slight difference where I think the referee might say something.
So what about the other ones? I think there was the one with the goalkeeper.
I think there was one with Bernardo Silva holding somebody in a box or something like that.
And there was that one.
I didn't see it. I think we were recording when that was on.
And then there was a goal. There was one when the goalkeeper, I think in the Brentford game as well. I'm sure the goalkeepers impeded somebody as well. I'll have to.
I think the point is that referees, because I thought what Marley's concluding point was, I want to see consistency. But you've not seen consistency all year.
Thank you.
Why do you want to see it now, bro?
But my thing is, why are you not as angry about that game?
Yeah.
Because that game was a title deciding moment as well. So why are you not as angry?
I have an inkling why he's not that angry.
I have the same inkling.
What is it?
Because I think he doesn't want to have to pay me out.
Same, bro. He's not allowed to start. He's not.
So I think he's very angry and he's letting that emotion cloud his judgment because I even said it to my pal that I spoke about at the top of the show. I was like, bro, you're wondering why Arsenal fans are trying to get their get back right now. I've woken up to everybody talking about listen, this decision was rightfully called. In fact, the frustration should be, how did it take 7 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
How did it take 7 minutes to get to that call? You get what I mean? Because if you make that call competently and quicker, it's not as much of a talking point.
Yeah.
Because it's a legitimate foul.
I think it is. I think it is because of the title race, because Arsenal are about to break the hoodoo that's there.
If you do it quick enough, like, you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's obvious. That's obviously a foul. Like, he's holding him. Someone else is pulling his shirt at the back. Someone is you're holding his arm and you've got your elbow across his neck. That's a foul.
Yeah.
If we get to that decision in a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I guarantee it's not a massive talking point. But because the game stopped, Joey, the game stopped, and you got West Ham players, Arsenal players at the monitor with the referee having a look at it, and you're like, my heart rate is I had a headache, bro. I needed a nap after the game. I had a headache. I couldn't believe what was going on. I'm like, bro, that's a freaking foul. I'm relieved as well because I'm thinking, I can't believe it. 1-1.
Yeah, I think VAR. I thought that's what VAR was here for.
What's that?
To make it entertaining, bruv. that was their opportunity to live out their purpose, which was to make it 1-1, bro.
What, you think that would have made it entertaining?
Of course, bro. Not for you, obviously, bro. Like, you would have died, bro. You would have died of a stroke.
I think it's entertaining how it was.
No,
Like, all of that and then to get it cancelled off.
No, if they
have you
make
seen
it,
all the reactions, bro?
if they make, I've seen that, bro. But if they make it 1-1, bro, then we have the real title race on our hands, innit? You get to see that kind of stuff, man. But
look,
now we're relying on Crystal Palace to give us that.
They've been trying to do it because Man City probably should have been penalised a lot more than they were.
Yeah, but so should have you lot have been.
So what I'm trying to say though is, if that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing exactly what you want. But that day was. You're wanting them to rob Arsenal. Yeah. And people are angry because they didn't rob Arsenal.
Bro.
And the thing is, what's crazy?
That didn't sit well with me as well.
So often, like, are you not satisfied?
No, you not been robbed. No, you've been robbed the same level as everybody, bro. No. We keep on saying this, bro. Because you always say this, bro, and then you go on.
Have been robbed more than anyone I have seen
based
in
on
the
what?
last 3.
Based on what, bro? Because I've been saying this for the last 5 seasons that you've been saying this. Based on what? I said, go away, compile all the things.
I've done this to you for one of these episodes, maybe like 2 seasons ago.
But you only did it for Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. But you got to do it for your club.
No, I don't think we're getting robbed. I think everybody gets robbed equally. I'm saying go do it for each club and then you tally it up.
I need to do that one day.
No, but you ain't got time because you have to do every single club. Even the clubs that got relegated.
Hey, now that there's such a thing called AI.
Okay, fair.
I'll be back because I'm certain we've got way more moments. Like, I can even think of some that's happened. Like, bro, like, how's we even? Okay, this isn't a Prem, this is Champions League, but how's SA not getting that penalty? We get robbed every day.
Bro,
people get robbed every day, B.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm trying to tell you that, bro.
But we've accepted it.
No, you haven't. You haven't accepted it because you literally just said you get robbed the most.
Arsenal have accepted it.
You just said Arsenal get robbed the most, bro, with no basis.
No, but we get robbed the most, but we adapt. So now you'll notice here that we ain't giving away any penalties this season. Did you know that in the Premier League?
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I didn't realise that.
We had no red cards.
Yeah.
We've adapted.
Yeah,
so you want to just give us red cards for no reason? All right.
For no reason.
All right.
You let deserved it, bro. You know everything you got, bro. But you rolled with the punches, and this season you lot haven't been. Raf has tried his hardest to complain, bro, but like you lot haven't been complaining, bro. Like the same conversation I'm having with you is the same conversation I have with Raf and Don. How tell you, man? I'm like, we get cheated, and then when they Arsenal cheat other teams, bro, silence. Bro, absolute silence, bro.
But you know what
because it happens, bro. That's football.
The thing is, I don't think we cheat other teams, but even
not you, the referee.
But you know what we do anyway. What I personally do, I laugh. You see when people ask,
now you do.
No, I've been. You know why I laugh now?
Yeah,
You know why I laugh now? Because you lot didn't care when I was crying. You lot didn't care.
No, I told you to shut up.
You went. Do that stupid violin stupidly. So
but
now,
I do it now.
So now you guys want to message me and tell me about. I don't care.
Not you guys, bro. Because again, I was the only one who was arguing against all these other fans when because I think you're chatting shit, bro. Like you wanted Arsenal to lose. I wanted them to lose more than you did. It's not happening. So what now, bro? Are we gonna cry?
Some of people are like,
exactly, and that's what I think is lame, bro. I think that's lame, bro. Because every time Arsenal flopped, they cried. Now you're Arsenal. So you turned into Arsenal fans, bro.
And that's why
I'll never be the Arsenal fan.
Hey, listen. We saw you live and direct on the episode last week.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's right.
We saw you live and direct. Man,
that's right, bro.
The hate that I saw using from... The thing is, even though I was in the room live with you, it didn't actually clock. I didn't clock how crazy you are until I watched it back.
Wow. Yesterday, when I was watching that video yesterday, because you lot said you're going to get your get back in it. You sent a screenshot. I was like, man, what have I done? What have I become? I watched the video back. I was thinking, damn, what happened to you, bro? You're the Premier League champion last season.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, yeah. Honestly, you cannot write it. You see, I said to another Liverpool supporting fan I know, I said, when you guys won the league and you did your business and you went to the parade and you were celebrating, you was throwing your weight around, you was throwing your money around. You know how many Liverpool fans paid me out because they were bullying me? And I said, you know what? I ain't taking any more of this. I'm shaking, not even not knowing yet that whether I believe it yet. But I just started to believe that even if we don't win the league, I started to believe we would at least finish above Liverpool. And the only reason why I thought that is because how many times do you see a team defend a Premier League back
Not
to
a
back?
team, Liverpool, bruv. How many times do you see Liverpool defend? So I knew we weren't going to be good this season. I was saying that to you from day one as well, bro.
You didn't say good, but you had your doubts.
I knew we weren't going to win the league. Firstly, I knew we weren't going to win the league.
Okay.
And secondly, I knew we weren't going to be good. What I didn't know is I didn't know the whole league wasn't going to be good, bro.
I was going to say that.
That's the thing that caught me by surprise, bro.
Yeah. So, okay, but with that, in your opinion, that the whole league's not been good, like, are you okay with the fact that you thought, oh, we're not going to be good and it's gone this way? Or do you think we'd be this bad, Liverpool?
So, again, it's the fact that we've been this bad and we're still in 4th position.
Yeah.
Right, like, it's because, again, obviously, hold tight, Cuff and Tibbs, innit? I've been having a conversation and every time they keep on saying, George, you wanted this guy to be here. This is all your fault, whatever. Yeah. That's what they're saying. I'm saying, like, listen, again, I don't care whether he's here or not. I'm more leaning to him going.
Yeah.
But if you look at it from FSG's perspective, it's been another good season, bruv.
And Slot's saying, he's actually saying that, look, the fans hate me at the moment, but they won't hate me next season. We're going to have a good season.
I don't believe that because I can't see what he's going to do to change it, but I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible at all. Because if we look at it, have we segued to Liverpool? Right, yeah. So obviously we got slapped up by Chelsea. I think we got slapped up outside of the goals, innit? Like it's a horrible game.
And yeah, like how are you feeling about that? Because you're getting obviously we've seen him tactically kind of match Pep, and then he's now done it to Arne Slot. We talk about Callum McFarlane now. Yeah. So it's like, how are you feeling? Like where Chelsea can't buy a win. I mean, I suppose they still haven't, but they're losing. I think they're literally losing.
Yeah,
losing, and then they come to Anfield and they didn't just get a point, but they kind of like outplayed.
I think they outplayed us, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
When they got up until they got their goal. But
and Bods that's been on the pod, he's outright saying get this Arne Slot out.
Yeah.
And Bods is I'd like to say rational more time than not.
Yeah.
And for him, he's like, get this guy out of my club.
No, again, so it's gone from anyone that's listened to me talking this pod, they know where I stand in terms of I still even though what's happened, I still feel like it's best out of 3, winner stays on, like lose 3, get off the hand over the pad, you're 3-0 down at half time. Those are the rules I stand by.
Yeah.
If you win the Premier League, you just you've earned a third season, innit?
Yeah. Is that break even?
No one can change my mind on that, innit?
Yeah.
But based on what I'm seeing from him, I can't see any redeeming qualities. I can't see any green shoots that could turn into something flourishing next season.
Does he make it past October next season?
That's all depends on his performances. Like, and
if you were a betting man and you had to make a call on it, season starts in August. Does he make it to October based on what you're seeing?
Based on what I'm seeing this season. Well, the thing is, I can't base it on what I'm seeing because I know there's going to be so much change in our team. Yeah, like Salah's gone.
Yeah,
it's looking like Curtis Jones is gone. It's looking like
these positive things though. Salah going might be a positive thing, not because he wasn't great for Liverpool, but you can see there's clearly.
I think it's a positive
between him and Slot.
Do you know why I think it's positive? Because I feel like, firstly, you're freeing up 400k a week.
Yeah.
Secondly, I don't think he was great this season. He scored goals and he's still registered GA. But GA doesn't always tell the pictures. Is the theme of this episode, isn't it? I think in terms of his input on the pitch and his funnily enough, obviously there was an interview with Salah and Gerrard and Salah and Sky Sports where he's talking about the standards that he brought to Liverpool and that everybody else adopted in the changing room.
That when he said that if it weren't for Gerrard, he would have left in January.
Yeah, that's the TNT one. Oh. And then, but in the other one with Sky Sports, he was talking about when we came, like, you see a video of Jordan Henderson do the preseason and he's absolutely ripped. You're seeing the standard, him staying after training, coming before training, all that kind of stuff. When he did that, other people did that as well. So he's talking about that. And then Arne Slot in his press conference is responding to that. And he's saying, yeah, but the standards and the mentality is also on pitch as well. And I think he's doing a dig at him because, bro, yeah, you brought that to the club, but you're not showing that on pitch this season. So it's time for you to go. And I feel like in terms of what Arne Slot also said is like mentality is not something that's dependent upon your age, innit? we don't need these old guys to have good mentality at the club because Mo Salah won his first Champions League when he was 26.
Yeah.
So it's not about the mentality. You can have mentality at any age, innit?
Yeah.
So I think what Arne Slot is kind of alluding to in terms of what you quoted in one is, I'm going to have my team.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have all these senior guys here who are kind of planning a mutiny behind my back in it. Like Salah's going to be gone, Robbo's going to be gone, Curtis Jones is beefing Arne Slot, is looking like he's on his way out, which I'm distraught about because I think Curtis Jones is a quality player, man.
Yeah.
It's looking, hopefully McAllister goes as well. I've had enough of Alexis McAllister. I think he's a good player, man, but the way that drop off was crazy, innit?
Right.
And then I think Alisson might be going as well. It's a big loss, man. But with those players going, are players that were very, very close to Jota as well. And as bad as it is to say, you're kind of losing the sorrow that came with Jota's untimely passing.
Okay.
So maybe there's a fresh air atmosphere for new players and players that came in last season. There's an opportunity and there's like a vacuum of space for anyone who wants to be a senior or a leader in the team to now fill that space in it.
Right.
And then most importantly for Arne Slot is his ability to stamp his identity on the team. Now, the flip side of that is that nobody I know believes that Arne Slot's style of play in terms of controlling the ball, having possession and just suffocating teams is able to work in the Premier League anymore.
Okay.
They feel like this
have we had
season
an
has shown that.
opportunity to fully see it though? Like, because I mean, what you just literally you made quite a compelling and a very rational case for how Liverpool can push forward and for how it can be really realistic.
I think this is what the FSG believe that because they in the statement I've seen something about we believe that this season's extenuating circumstances. That I think that's leading to Jota.
Yeah.
I think in terms of if they can get the procurement in terms of players right this season, then he will have no excuses in terms of him trying to play. Maybe the large amount of turnover in players, that can be another excuse, but come on, brother, man, we need to see something from you because you got 500 million worth of acquisitions in your team. You have to show us something. Yeah. And FSG will be saying that as well, but at the same time, FSG will be saying we give him another season because of all of those things.
Yeah. I heard that. Cool. And what is in terms of next season, then what has to happen for him to kind of redeem himself from this season?
Honestly speaking, for me, it's just I need to see what you said you want from your players translated on the pitch.
Yeah.
We don't have to be winning 4-0 and all that stuff, but I need to see the ball going from a goalkeeper to attack in a way that is in relation to the style that you said you wanted to do. So if we're going to be attacking via the flanks, then sign players that can do that. And I want to be seeing that in the game. If we're going to be playing in the double pivot, whatever, Gravenberch and whichever African guy you've been linked to, that's going to be a destroyer. Let me see that. And I want to see the build up from that. I want to see an identity. And I want to see something that says that basically dismisses all the naysayers, all the bods and all the Tibbs and all the Cuffies who are saying this guy cannot create an identity, he can't play football and all that kind of stuff. That's all I want to see. I want to see a style of football that is unique to you, that you've been saying you want to do.
If you see that and not win anything, are you comfortable or do you have to win something?
I don't have to win something, innit? Because again, like even though me personally, I don't have to win something. I need to see us challenging or pushing for something. I don't have to necessarily win. I'm not starving for trophies, innit? And you're bearing in mind that in my 30 years, years,
I hear
Premier
you.
Leagues, innit?
I hear you. But then Liverpool started to kind of change the culture a little bit where we became a little bit expectant that you guys will be in the mix or winning trophies. Like, if not, like at least every other season or whatnot. It's like, for instance, Manchester City, if they went another season without winning trophies, that would be unheard of.
Yeah, but they got Pep Guardiola.
Pep Guardiola's on the cusp of maybe not winning a Premier League back-to-back, and he's never done that. I saw or heard another stat that if he's ever been top in game week 33, he's always won the Premier League. If he doesn't win that, so that's another thing.
But there's an expectation because it's Pep Guardiola.
Yeah, but at least he's won another trophy whereby even if City fans are upset about that, and being like, no, the standards are dropped off somewhat.
No, but my thing is that there's the standards and the expectations are from Pep Guardiola. The standards and expectations at Liverpool were because of Jurgen Klopp.
Right.
Jurgen Klopp's not there anymore. So all the people that have this expectation and these standards that need to be maintained, okay, bring Jurgen Klopp back so you can now have the same expectations. If Pep Guardiola left today, I'm not going to have the same expectations on Man City to do that because I need their I would at least need their manager to get his feet in under the table and establish a system at the club. Arne Slot hasn't. This season, he's not done that at all. Last season, I don't think he even did that. So I don't have that expectation.
Yeah, and the thing is, you don't trust him to do it fully because you said you're more leaning to him for him to go out of the door.
No, it's not that. I think he deserves another chance.
Okay,
but it's not that I don't trust him. I haven't seen anything to make me trust him.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So like, it's not that I'm choosing not to trust him.
But you just there's nothing to. Okay, I get.
Yeah. Like he hasn't earned my trust. Let's say that.
So you're just like indifferent.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But if he had, like, for example, last season he earned my trust, and I'm saying, maybe we need to wait until next season to say that. But last season, I saw us play okay football, but I still didn't see the identity that he said in the preseason of how he wants to play. He didn't imprint that on the team. So,
what positions does he need?
DM. CB.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Leone, who I think is going to be a good player, the Italian guy that got some ACL start the season. We've got Jeremy Jacquet, the French guy. I don't know anything about him. Konate hasn't signed a contract, and we're just hearing it's close and all that stuff. Bro, get another centre back, man. Like I don't get in it. Like, what is he going to be a leading centre back? Virgil's getting old. We need somebody to replace these guys in it. So I think we get another centre back. I think we're not going to get a left back because I think Tsimikas is going to come back from loan and Kirkes is going to be leading left back. Self-Frimpong.
Already?
Self-Frimpong. Frimpong is like, anyway, I said it last week, bro. It's on site, bro. I'm joking. But Self-Frimpong, sell Calvin Ramsey, have Connor Bradley as a backup and get another right back in.
Okay.
I actually like that Atletico Madrid right back that kind of dropped into play centre back. I don't know if you remember him.
I remember him.
It begins with a P or something like that. But he played quite good in terms of how he can pass and defend as well, innit? So that was decent. Get a right back in. We need a right winger.
Yeah.
I think we need two right wingers, to be completely honest.
Okay.
Rio Ngoma sometimes play on the right, but he's more effective on the left.
Yeah.
We need a left winger.
Cody Gakpo, you're done with him?
No, Cody Gakpo, I think he's a good utility attacker.
Okay.
So
but he's not like a starter. He's good for depth. Yeah,
I think he's good for depth, man. I'm looking at all the top teams in Liverpool's goal was to bring themselves closer to PSG.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. I don't think Cody Gakpo brings us closer to PSG.
Okay.
I'm looking at who they bring off from the bench, and I don't think he's better than the people that they bring off of the bench. Maybe he might compete with Gonzalo Ramos. I don't know.
What about have you got enough up front? I see Tibbs, you mentioned him before, say that he wish he got João Pedro instead of Isak.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't, innit? And I get it. Sometimes you lash out, bro. He doesn't.
He does tend to lash out.
Yeah, but he did say bring back Darwin Núñez, who hasn't. He's not registered for the team, innit? Because they signed Benzema, so he ain't played all season, innit?
Oh, sorry.
So he said bring back Núñez. That might be one of the smartest things he said. I don't know, bro. But I don't even want him back, man. Obviously, Ekitike is going to be out until potentially Christmas.
Yeah, because I mean, like Liverpool could still find themselves in some issues. You have to have
same
a
issue,
because Ekitike could be out for a year. Frimpong, like you said, probably needs to get out of there. Konate, I don't know what's happening to him at the moment.
And we know Isak doesn't play over 35 games a season.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get another striker in. I don't know if maybe they promote somebody from the academy. I don't know. Or Gakpo is...
But VVD's on his way out. Salah's
got one more. VVD's got one more season. We need a number 6. We need a ball-winning,
you need a lot,
aggressive
You need a lot to go for you. That's a lot. There's a lot of elements need to go right.
So that being said, because I kind of do go easier on Slot. I don't go easy on him, but I go easier on Slot than all the other people because I can identify all of that. Some players just they stop running for Arne Slot, and people think they stop running for Arne Slot because they don't rate him. They stop running for Arne Slot because they can't run anymore, bro. McAllister can't move. Mo Salah can't move, bro. These guys aren't the same guys as they were last season.
Yeah.
So I think there's a bit of open heart surgery that needs to be done. But I did say this last season, at the start of the season.
But you know what? Then I said this in a conversation I was having earlier that I think next year we could almost go all the way back to how it used to be, where you get if Pep leaves the Premier League. If Liverpool have all these things that have to go right for them to be back in the mix.
Wait, you're saying it's going back to Man United and us? The glory days.
He could go back to Man United and Arsenal,
Bro, listen, you lot should have had... Let's have it right.
Damn.
Let's have it right. You lot should have had 4 titles, bro. You should have had 4 titles. We should have had 3, bro. We should have had the one that we got last season.
Okay, yeah.
We didn't deserve a title last season, but we took. You stopped looking at watching the girl that you was moving to.
Yeah.
Operation Hijack, innit?
Hey, Operation Hijack used to be brutal.
But Liverpool. It's a big job in the summer, man. So yeah.
Alright, cool, man. And obviously, let's on the other opposite end of the Premier League, obviously we've seen what Arsenal did to West Ham. It's just, as we've been recording, Tottenham, they've kind of squandered that a little bit, advantage somewhat. They're still 2 points ahead of West Ham, but they've now drawn with Leeds. I don't know if that meant if it was a red card, but it was a high foot in the box, which gave away a penalty. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin bangs. He's in my fantasy team, so big you up, Calvert-Lewin. And yeah, man, I'm kind of glad Tottenham dropped points, man, because these Tottenham fans were were so happy when they thought West Ham equalised because they think they would have been cool with a draw. But now they're probably freaking grateful that we beat West Ham for them because they've dropped 2 points against scumbags. But what are you saying about the relegation battle? Are you? It's tight again. I think it's tight.
Yeah.
I think Leeds are now safe. Obviously, they were safe after West Ham lost. Nottingham Forest, I think they should be out of the frame. I think it's probably a 2-horse race now, Tottenham and West Ham.
Yeah, I think when Nottingham Forest beat Villa, I think they beat them last week, and I think that's when it became a 2-horse race for me. But in terms of the positioning, Leeds are pretty safe, man. I mean, Nottingham Forest are pretty safe. They maybe have to get a point for full safety. I think West Ham are going down, man. I had to just message abuse to my Tommy, my West Ham fan mate, bro. I was abusing him, bro, man. And I was saying, listen, man, just give us our compensation, man. Just give us Mateus Fernandes. And then you go about your business. And he said...
Fernandes is a player, but that miss was...
Yeah.
That the thing is, I don't know...
Bro, he did the right thing, though.
I was going to say, who do you give more credit to? Raya? Or...
Do you know I give credit to Raya because what you're supposed to do as a striker, you're supposed to open up your body, give the goalkeeper the eyes, stand him up, and make him make a decision, and then you...
Why not go for where there's more surface area? Why not go for the open area? Because Raya was so planted. I think it would have been harder for him.
I think Raya saved that. I think Raya saves that, bruv. And I think he knows that Raya saves that as well.
Yeah.
That's why you like the composed strikers, even you're Harry Kane, and you let that go a long time ago. He's not Harry Kane, bro. He's an attacking.
He took an extra touch, which closed the distance a little bit.
It closed the distance, but you're basically waiting for the goalkeeper to jerk or point his eye somewhere.
To tell something.
But because Raya is so composed, bro, he's like, bro, I'm not doing anything until you do something, innit? And by then, but what a composed, what a accomplished striker would do in that situation, put it in between his legs.
Nah, you're not doing that to Raya.
Bro, you think Raya's... Anyway.
Well, Raya is the best goalkeeper in Europe right now.
I don't care.
I think he's the best.
You think the best goalkeepers in the world have never been nutmegged before?
Yeah, they probably have. But Raya he's known for his shot stop. His shot stopping and his consistency.
What's that got to do with?
I'm just saying he ain't getting nutmegged, did it? I'm just saying.
Right.
You just said that too willy nilly, and I had to.
Do you think has Raya been nutmegged this season? He definitely has been nutmegged this season.
I can't. Not that I can recall.
Okay.
Maybe that can
But
be
you
your
didn't say no. But you didn't say no, innit? You didn't say no.
I don't think he has.
Say no. Say no, exactly.
I can't just say stuff.
We digress.
But I do want to say that obviously 3rd Golden Glove back to back. Big up.
Sick, man.
Yeah, big up David Raya. I put him up there with the Neuers, Donnarumma.
No, you can't put him up there with them guys.
I'll put him up there.
You're doing too much, bruv.
put him up there with
Why do you do
Courtois.
this, bruv? Why do you do this stuff?
Because why can't I put him up there with? Because
what has he done? No, what has he done to?
I'm asking you.
How long has Manu Neuer done it for? Neuer done.
Right, when I'm saying
How long has Donnarumma done
when I'm
it
saying
for?
put him up there, I'm talking about like as in today. I'm talking about today. I'm not talking about their careers or their legacies. I'm like today, in terms of the best goalkeeper, I'll put him up with there. I think he's better than all of them at the moment. I think we've got the best.
He might be better than all of them.
Yeah, we got the best goalkeeper at the moment. So that's what I'm saying. So you're trying to look for a way to be offended.
Maybe.
There's no need, bro. You don't need to fight me on this. We agree.
Maybe you're right.
I think that let's say Arsenal win the Champions League and the Premier League.
Yeah.
Then I don't even think that you might not be so angry even when I say I put him up there with
you can't.
What? I think I can't put him up there.
No.
Until what? He has a longer body of work.
Yeah, 100%, bruv.
Okay, so I can't just go by his talent, what we're seeing, and
but talent and what we're seeing in one season.
It's not one season though. He's got 3 golden gloves.
3 golden gloves doesn't mean you're the best goalkeeper in the world. Because he might be the best goalkeeper in the world right now.
Yeah,
but it doesn't mean that you are the best goalkeeper in the world then or the season before.
But it shows that he's got consistency.
For how long though, bro? How old is he?
3 seasons.
How old is he now?
3 seasons.
Yeah, but then
remember he started from
the names you said
the lower leagues, lower teams.
It doesn't matter, bro. Remember the names you mentioned.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so you can't put them in that category if you're saying 3 seasons.
But I'm saying I will put him in that category.
But we're not talking about.
I know, but we are because I said the cop is my opinion.
Of course, but then
it's not fact. Factually, he can't. He hasn't got a body of work that can rival.
So then why would we have this conversation? Because
it's
you're doing it to rile me up.
Yeah, no, it's the same way you would. You know what? Speaking about conversations that we could or should have, the Footballers' Writers Award.
Yeah,
Bruno won.
Don't rate it. Don't rate it at all, bruv.
You know what? I don't rate it now that Bruno won it. And not because I don't rate Bruno. I think Bruno is a quality player.
Very quality player.
Yeah, and I think like what he's doing and done for Manchester United like is out of this world because let's have it right. Manchester United fans are probably like smiling at their season, yeah? But they're probably smiling at that season as an aftertaste because actually you've had a really shit season if you're a United fan. Yeah, sorry to swear, but it's like you can't go out, have all those early cup exits, only play 40 games and then tell me you're happy with your season because you finished third, not because you're by your merit, but like what you said you didn't bank on the rest of the Premier League being shit. Now, there's 2 ways you can look at it. The Premier League's either been shit or the Premier League's just been super competitive, so it's been good.
Nah, it's been terrible, bro.
That's what a lot of people say. But I mean, I'm of the opinion where I think it's been very competitive, and I'm not just saying that because
but why has it been competitive?
Because everyone's taking points off each other. I don't know if you call that shit. Some people might call that shit, and some people might call that good.
No. It's not. I'm not calling that. It's been more competitive. The reason why it's been more competitive is because the teams that usually do better have underachieved, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
And I say that because based on all of the teams, let's say for example, the team that finishes 6th. Their points tally is way lower than a normal 6th position point tally. Same from all the European spots.
Yeah,
But
that could be testament to obviously everyone sharing points a lot more than usual. But what I will say is, if at the beginning of the season, a lot of people probably would have had Arsenal, Liverpool, and Man City in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Then with all the money that Chelsea spent, and then with Chelsea's obviously winning the FIFA World Cup and blah blah
I
blah
didn't rate
blah.
Chelsea.
I know, but some people would have had them making a bid for that 4th spot. Manchester United would have been in that mix, 4th or 5th. Nobody would have had United finishing above Liverpool. No. Like being top 3. So what I mean by that is, I feel like obviously them finishing 3rd is not necessarily just been by their merit. It's just been like necessarily how bad Liverpool have been, how bad Chelsea have been.
Yeah. So
you get what I mean?
I think that's how I'll define a league. The top teams, how many points they share amongst each other. So I think like in a season where like maybe Arsenal batters all of them or Man City batters all of them, then I think that's probably a lot less competitive than maybe the other teams from below beating us.
But they have shared a lot. And Man United taking some good points. All of us.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I say all that and say Bruno Fernandes has been pivotal in that and big him up for that. Obviously, he's on course to breaking the assist record. It looks like that assist curse has come to bite him in the butt as it did to Kevin De Bruyne. Because all of a sudden now, the magic seems to is disappearing.
What was their score on the weekend?
I think it was 0-0.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it was 1-1. I didn't even really pay attention. But I know it was a draw. The only reason why I think it was 0-0 is because my Sunderland players got bare points.
I think he punched Robbie in the head as well. Sandro.
Did he?
Yeah, because I know Marley was complaining about the red.
That guy's always fighting, man.
Fouls, bro. But
I don't think he deserved to get the footballer. Footballers' right is players' award. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm like, how do you give that to Bruno? And I'm gonna say over Declan Rice. He's the one that was in contention for it. Now, for me, this is partly my. I don't know why. I think Declan Rice is starting to realise, that he was the poster boy. He was England's poster boy. Loved at West Ham, and now he's come to Arsenal. I think he would probably, if he was sitting with us, he would probably sit down and tell you, "Yo, like they hate Arsenal differently," because Arsenal,
100%,
have like a nucleus of like English players. Yeah, Arsenal have kind of gone about it the quote unquote right way. This project, so we're not like.
Wait, what's your nucleus? Skelly.
We got like our captain. I know he was a standing captain, but Bukayo Saka captain.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got like probably like Declan Rice, Lewis Skelly, Bukayo Saka, Ben White. Who else is there that I can think of in there? Madrids. Like we got England internationals. Yeah, we got a bunch of England internationals. We've got a team that's kind of. We've had to kind of build ourselves up, like ground up for the last 5-6 years. People talk about expenditure, but in comparison to everybody else, we spent in the top 6, I think only Liverpool, we spent more than. Everyone else has spent more than us. Your Spurs, City, United.
But I think they all have
Chelsea.
Have had a bigger return on investment.
But they've had a bigger return on investment. They've had a bigger return on investment. But what I'm saying is, we haven't invested as much of them, and then with that investment, we've built ourselves up gradually. Yeah, gradually. I don't understand why Arsenal or a team like Arsenal is so hated. But like we actually should. Yeah, but
not winning a football right as well doesn't underline that you're hated though.
I feel like it's got something to do because I'm like, why would you not give it? Why would you not give it to Declan Rice?
Because individual accolades. If he does break a record, then it's a bigger individual accolade than Declan Rice's accolade.
I don't know because.
But what I will say though, which Don said, which I agree with, is I think the players more kind of a indicator of who the best player is in terms potentially, because the football writers they write agendas. They write agendas, so they might be following agendas.
And you know what? It's funny you say that because to me that's what made me think like the narrative surrounding like the clubs that the players play for, the players in themselves, like Bruno being heralded for this great season, but Man United are not having a great season. Yeah. And Declan Rice coming runners up to Bruno and he's on the cusp of winning the Premier League and the Champions League. Like I don't know. Like for me, I saw it in the Belmont Bants alumni group. I just didn't say anything. I was like, oh,
yeah, it might be true. Yeah, but I think yeah. I want to see what the players because they play against these guys, isn't it? So like somebody might be playing against Bruno and thinking, "Rah, that's mad. Like that's crazy." But then you might be playing.
I thought Rice would get the football writers and then Bruno would get the players player because Bruno is a quality operator.
But then you might, if you're playing against Rice, and you're a footballer, you're like, I like what he does, but I don't necessarily rate it more than I rate Norgard when he was doing that at Brentford. Do you know what I mean, or whatever the case is, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you saying? What's going on in Spain, man?
Hey, Real Madrid are getting the just desserts, boy, man.
Yeah,
this is what happens when who you gonna steal next, bruv? You ain't stealing nobody no more. Nobody's just wanting to leave their as a free agent to come to that bullshit. Excuse my language.
Do you think how am I saying it?
Chouameni, yeah.
I was going to Chouameni.
T'Challa.
Valverde, you say one of them could be up for grabs or not?
Chouameni is definitely going out, bruv. Yeah. He's out, bruv. He's out the door, bruv. What, you think they're going to choose the black guy over the Argentinian, Spanish-speaking, Uruguayan, sorry, Spanish-speaking Uruguayan. He's out, man. But Valverde apparently said that there was an altercation and he fell accidentally and he said there was nothing to do with the fight.
Yeah.
He got decked, bro. He got ice, bro, man.
Obviously.
No shame in that as well, man. Like, I think he should own it.
Yeah, they had a fair one, innit?
Yeah, we shot a fair one. I lost balance. I lost balance like what's his name? Dubois in the first round, bro.
First 10 seconds, bro.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
Oh, that was crazy.
But I think it's all obviously. I know the beef is between the French and the rest of the league.
Yeah, because Mbappe seems to be villain.
I know the side, bro. It's Chouameni, Camavinga, Mbappe. I think he's in that side as well.
Who?
What's the Turkish brother?
What's his?
What is his name, man?
What's
Erdin.
Gula.
Yeah. He's part of that because I remember one time he did a little birthday sighting and Camavinga showed up on his own. No teammates came, bro.
Is it?
So yeah, he's got to be rolling with the French stars, isn't it? Yeah. Rudiger, I don't know what side Rudiger's on because he probably made them fight, bro. He's a menace, bro. But it's like that's why I was saying when Xabi Alonso got sacked, bro, this is no indicator of whether he's a good manager or not, bro.
That's what I said.
Absolutely nothing to do with it.
I said that.
Same for Arbeloa as well, bro, because these Perez or whoever the current president is, these guys have fostered an environment that is not conducive to
player power supersedes, man.
Pathetic. Pathetic, innit, man? So now you're getting your just desserts, man, and I hope that long may it continue, man.
What do you think of this petition? I think the numbers have been cooked a little bit, but it's like, why?
I wouldn't be surprised. But there's a petition for Arne Slot to get. So I think it's like last time I checked, it's 320,000.
Yeah, so this one we're talking million.
Yeah, 3.2 million. I think it was, man. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it is. You see, Real Madrid fans, they're so susceptible to propaganda.
Yeah.
As soon as like the La Marca or whatever the newspaper is decides that this is the player. Like I remember Gareth Bale, they were calling his mum a Welsh prostitute.
Oh.
Calling his mum a Welsh prostitute.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna call Figgy, but I do believe that Mbappe is. I don't know. I've shared bare memes of it where they put him as Kim Jong-un or what's the Idi Amin.
Mbappe will just be chilling on the left side with Vini sometimes, and then the centre of the pitch is just vacated.
Yeah, and I don't understand why Real Madrid took him, bro, to play up front. He doesn't want to play up front. He's not a striker like that, bro. Yeah. He's an auxiliary attacker, bro.
His returns speak for themselves, though. Like he's have Real Madrid failed to win a trophy because of him when his returns when his returns are that sick? Because
it might be because of him because he's upset the balance in the team.
Yeah.
But then you brought him into the team.
Is it?
And you should have sold Vinny, bro, if I'm going to be honest. If you're choosing between him and Vinny up front on the left, it's got to be Mbappe over him.
Yeah, and then let one of them go. Because I was getting a lot of heat by fellow Gooners when I said as dope as Mbappe is, I wouldn't have him.
I don't want him. I would. This is crazy, actually. I don't want him.
Yeah.
At Liverpool, not because he's not a good player. I think he's better than everybody in our forward lineup potentially.
So why don't you want him then?
Because I don't want somebody who brings stuff other than football to the thingy.
Well, you had Salah. So you do it.
What do you mean?
You had Mo Salah though. So
no, but when Mo Salah came to the team, he wasn't that guy.
Yeah, true.
So he earned the right to be that guy because he delivered at our club, innit? Yeah. I don't want anyone to come to our club that, do you know what I mean, is bringing that kind of stuff with him. Then there's other stuff as well that I can't say on the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah. What's understood don't need to be explained. But look, I was there as well, but I was getting cooked for that opinion though, because they're like, look, if a player like him becomes available, you take him, and I can understand it. But I always my thing was at what cost? Yeah,
at what cost? Perfect.
Yeah.
And I think Arsenal fans never miss an opportunity to show their ass, bro.
Yeah.
Old type Charlie that was saying Martinelli. He was comparing Mbappe to Martinelli today, bro.
Who did
Charlie,
that?
bro.
Where?
In the group, bro.
Oh, man.
I know you even...
Oh, man. Thank God, man.
He got cooked, bro.
You know what's crazy, yeah?
And somebody said number 8,542 of Arsenal people saying some crazy shit.
Oh, man. That is crazy. But I think we're gonna try and bring this one to a close. But before we do, man, you mentioned Dubois. Did you catch that fight? Yeah,
what a fight, bro. Shout out to you for reminding me, boy.
Bro, that fight, yeah. You know, like when you're watching a fight and you're like, I know this fight is gonna be dope, yeah. Not because of the skill level or what have you not, but it's gonna be real, like just a warriors.
Yeah. Leaving
Brutal,
everything.
leaving everything in that ring. And like, honestly, I don't know what their craniums are built of, bruv. Like, I think it's got titanium in it. Was it vibranium in
Vibranium,
They got vibranium in their craniums, bruv. Because I was even saying to myself, AJ is like my favourite UK heavyweight boxer. Like, most of the time has taken over. But yeah, it was AJ. And I'm like, bro, if AJ was in that fight, bro, he would have been comatose in the coma probably in round 2, bro.
In the first 10 seconds,
and you know what?
Because I can't see him recovering from a KO.
And I'm even annoyed to even say that, but I was there when I saw Dubois do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, rematch him and get your get back.
Yeah.
You didn't, you know what I mean? And now I'm seeing, like, obviously, when Wardley donged Dubois, and he was down so ASAP. I was like, bro, like, because I picked Dubois to win. I was like, shit, have I got this wrong? But yeah, pedigree showed in the end, man.
Boy.
Yeah, and Dubois.
But
should that fight have gone on as long as it did?
No. But I don't blame the referee. I think they got to throw the towel in, bro, man, because this guy's nose was talking.
Yeah.
Like when your shoes is done.
Yeah, like the Wallabies.
His nose was talking, bro.
But you know what, though? To Wardley's defense.
Nah, man.
I've seen him in fights, yeah.
His nose has always been an issue in it as well.
Yeah, his nose has been an issue and been down and out, and then he'll just hit you with that one bang and win the fight.
Yeah, but
he's done it against Parker, did it against
the title of this episode, At What Cost? At what cost, bro?
Yeah, because his career could have really been
bro.
And I think he's a recent new father as well, man. So you just want to get back to your family as well when that happens. But no, that was a dope fight, man. Both men are gonna need to recover. So big up Dubois, big up Wardley. And yeah, man, yeah. What are you saying? Let's do some back pages.
Yeah, coming in. I'll give mine to Woodley and Dubois. Can I give both of them?
Yeah, why not?
Good fight, man. Highlight of the weekend, man, because Lord knows that game. Listen, one more thing as well. When I see anyone other than a right back starting at right back, don't watch Liverpool, bro. I've warned everybody, even though I've never heeded my own warning, bro. Yeah. This is a proof I needed. Don't watch Liverpool if anyone other than Joe Gomez, Conor Bradley, or that other guy that begins with an F is playing in that position, bro. Do not watch it.
Who started right back for you?
Curtis Jones, bro, man.
Oh,
Curtis Jones, man. And he did all right based on him not being a right back, but
yeah. So Arne Slot
and Joe Gomez was on the bench, bro.
Yeah, so Arne Slot just likes to play people in other people's positions.
No, you know what it is? He wants the whole possession there. And I think probably for the same reason why Arteta brought on...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'll get in the thought process.
But at the same time, man, let's protect our goal, yeah? Yeah, I don't know, man.
Hey, man. My back pages, I'm going to give it to Leandro Trossard,
Yeah, man.
I've seen the papers have now tried to make a story. I say tried to. They've put out a story that he's going through a tough time at the moment. Marriage
Personal
problems, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's what I'm hearing. I didn't know too much about it. I heard a bit more about it, like after today, to be honest with you. So I don't know, man. I don't know if his missus pissed him off so much that now he's bringing it onto the field, man, and we're getting a fired up Trossard. For selfish reasons, if that's the case, then patch it
get
up.
Another divorce.
Patch it up after we win, yeah. But it's never easy to be going through stuff in your personal life and then going into the work place.
Being professional.
And, being professional and performing. And Trossard has done just that and come up clutch, man. And I want to just give him my back pages, man. I see a picture circulating in the group chats. I think
it's gonna be the cover. It's gonna be the cover of every episode.
Trossard in the banner. I was like, yeah, man. If I was there with my dollars, man, I'd slap his chest.
Slap the one on it. Yeah, of course.
But my back page is going to Trossard, man. Yeah, man. I think that's been it. There's a bit more and stuff to get through, but let's save that for the parade.
We're gonna be live from the parade, lads.
Man,
tune in.
I don't know what parade you're talking about. But yeah,
live from the parade.
If there is a parade, if there is gonna be a parade, what I'm saying is, you see that Premier League trophy that Joey's got, he's gonna have to hand that over still. But yeah, man, look, man, it's been your boy Strides. It's been your boy Joey. It's been the podcast Pundits. Before I sign it out, I actually forgot to let you guys know where to find us, didn't I? We're on every digital streaming platform. You just search for Podcast Pundits. And on social media, it's Podcast Pundits with an underscore for Insta, Podcast Pundits with an underscore for X, formerly known as Twitter. Then it's just Podcast Pundits on Facebook and TikTok. So please like, please share, please comment, and please subscribe. But this has been your podcast. We're going to be here, same place, same time, next week.
Next week.
We're out.
Peace.